revolution is knocking on Gotham's door. When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side.
Mr. Wayne, thank you for opening your house to us. Together, we will change Gotham. Harvey Dent, Gotham's next mayor, and eager to know you.
Vicky Vale, not interested, and reporter for the Gotham Gazette. Carmine Falcone? Is the Dent campaign soliciting votes from Gotham's biggest crime family?
Your father knew which hands to shake.
Don't you know not to corner a wild animal? It's dangerous.
I can't tell by the way I'm playing with today instead of yesterday.
I bet.
This is Selina.
How many?
I'd have to count the pieces. Falcone's calling card.
The chemicals. Where are they? We're all being played here, including you. Somebody! It's the Waynes. Well, the Waynes are the biggest gangsters in Gotham.
And I realized that it was nearly impossible for anyone to hear me just now, so I need to turn the in-game audio down. Also, there's a little bit of feedback from my mic because it's falling apart. Okay, cool. I can pause it. Settings, audio. Let's set it to 6. Apply. Alright, let's see how much better this is. I am just gonna talk during this scene, just see how it sounds. That sounds good enough.
You don't have to do this. Only you now, Master Bruce.
I thought I might find you here. The news was upsetting for both of us. But you should see this. I know you come here for Solitude, Bruce. More allegations about his ties to the underworld. This isn't going away. It's all so public and messy.
People are throwing stones at my family, Alfred. I need to understand
Bruce,
why.
don't
It's
take it
my
out.
family, too. Don't forget that. I've been dreading this day for nearly 2 decades. I hoped it would never come. Forget the papers. I want to hear it from you. The truth is, they were billionaires, Bruce.
Oh, so they
You
were
can't amass that kind of wealth without making certain moral compromises. It's just not possible. That kind of money taints you. You kept their secrets for them. I'm trying to help you understand. Then try harder! Hill greased the wheels of politics. Falcone was the muscle. Thomas legitimized the whole enterprise with his name. Your father, Hamilton Hill, and Falcone, they were partners.
Nothing happened in Gotham without them knowing.
You knew all that, and you never let on.
You're behaving like I was part of the conspiracy. I want you to know I had my suitcases ready. I couldn't stand to be around your father anymore. But then they were killed, and you were all alone. And I just couldn't walk out the door. Everything I did, everything I've ever done, was out of love for you. I hope you can forgive me.
How could I hold this against you? You're all I've got, Alfred.
Thank you. I won't let you down again. This is the first time I've been back here since that night. When the police called me to collect you, I thought they'd finally arrested your father. I couldn't believe a low-life thug like Joe Chill would have the audacity to rob and kill Thomas Wayne. He was simply too well known. Too big. Yet, there it was.
If my father was that deep in crime, he would have had enemies.
Well, it's a fair assumption. You don't think. You always said it was a simple mugging. In 20 years, you've never wavered from that story.
I can recall every moment of that night in vivid detail. But maybe that's wrong.
Sometimes we block out things we don't want to face.
Maybe there was some detail I overlooked.
Fuck. Yep, this is a scene that I didn't want to do. Whoa. My PlayStation should not be suffering from running this game.
He just wanted to protect us.
He thought he was invincible. Sadly, he was mistaken.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
I can't picture him as a criminal. Not the kind I deal with.
In that moment, he was simply your father.
Come on. There we go.
I love that movie. Saw it countless times at that theater. How long did it play there?
Only when you wanted to see it, Bruce. Your mother arranged the special screenings personally.
I hate how this game is like fucking...
She was always so good to me.
This game is like 4 years old now. 3 years old, maybe. I don't know. And during these flashback scenes, it always runs like fucking garbage.
I want him standing here. Right now.
And what would the Batman do with his own parents' killer? The possibilities are frightening.
I take him to jail. Just like any other criminal.
But he's not just any criminal, is he? He was stabbed to death in prison. No one mourns for Joe Chill, Bruce. Where exactly does the memory end?
With my father pleading, "You don't have to do this." And the gun fires.
And after that? There are considerable gaps in that recollection.
Maybe. Do I really want to know?
Yeah, it was mainly talking about stuttering. not game struggling, flashbacks, things like that. That's what I meant, like where the fucking foreground, background characters just aren't on the same plane of existence.
Don't have to do this.
But also, yeah, the stuttering is fucking bad. I'm sure that would have been. What'd you say? Oh, I'm sure that would have been more fucking impactful if we could have seen his face when he was saying See, that looks fucking cool. The rest of these fuck ups are unnecessary. See, like.
Bruce, are you alright?
Because I have to imagine
Wasn't
that
a bug.
was done on purpose.
They were assassinated.
Because it feels like they made
Carmine Falcone knows why.
Because it only happens during those flashback scenes. But I have to imagine they're not because they look so fucking bad.
Getting you in to see Falcone like this? I don't have to tell you how many rules we're breaking. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm always here for you, but this could land us both in hot water. I pulled all the strings I had with the lieutenant. This better not come back to bite us.
Look, I get that, Harv, okay? And it means a lot to me.
I know it does, Bruce. It doesn't make it any easier. The last time we brushed shoulders with Falcone, the press made us pay. At least tell me what this is about. Look, I'm all for blind support, but I should at least know what I'm getting myself into.
I mean, I want to be honest.
I'm not sure, but
still at this point.
I think Falcone put a hit on my parents.
Wait, what? Bruce, that's terrible.
That's why I have to speak with him. I have to know for sure.
Bruce, I appreciate you opening up to me, but just try and keep it cool in there. I don't want any headlines taking away from my debate with Hill.
Gentlemen, we finally put Falcone in his cage. Now, thanks to the information you gave me, Bruce, he won't ever get out.
Whoa, I'm sorry. Information? What information?
Oh, I assumed you knew. I was going to contact your office first thing.
I gave him some evidence against Falcone.
More like a catalog of his entire criminal empire. It's a case that'll put Falcone away for life.
Is that a fact?
Yeah, I'm
It's
sorry,
the
you have a
reason I
problem
said
with me
yes
fighting
to
against
this
criminals?
unorthodox request.
Nice job bringing in Falcone.
It's not like I invited him to my
Now that
fucking
son of a
party.
bitch better
Oh,
not
wait,
get
no,
off
I
again.
don't want to.
He's not getting off the hook, Renee. Not this time.
Mr. Wayne, Sergeant Renee Montoya.
I just wanted to say, some of us police support you, despite what the media is saying.
Thanks, Sergeant.
I need to figure out what I'm
We're
wearing.
keeping Falcone in the infirmary. He's lucky he didn't get roughed up more. I could tell Batman wanted to kill him, but he held back. He cares about doing the right thing.
I know he does a lot for the department, but honestly, Batman freaks me out.
Oh, he's definitely freaky. But I'm glad he's out there watching over the city.
All right, Falcone's inside. You say what you gotta say. We'll be out here.
Fuck, it's gonna rain tomorrow again. I don't want it to. I want to wear whatever clothes I want. Not things that I'm fine getting wet. Or not just things I'm fine getting wet.
Bruce Wayne? You must have some clout. My own wife can't get in to see me. Good thing I'll be out of here in a week.
You know you're going to die in jail.
I'll get witness protection in Tahiti, kid. I'm dying on the beach. Talk like that. You remind me of your father. Yeah, that's right. Tommy and I were close. More than friends. More like cousins.
Until you sent Joe Chill to kill him.
Ah, so that's what this is really about, eh? The pup digging up a 20-year-old killer.
2 killings, and they were never forgotten.
You and me, we're practically family. I thought you'd have figured that out by now. Hey, I tried to get through to your dense party. Maybe I should have spelled it out.
Watch it, Falcone. I still see some unbroken bones.
Tough guy, eh? I bet you came to kick some answers out of me, huh? Your father, Hill, and me, we ran this city. Still do.
I mean, most of you.
God damn this pain. Can't think through it. Morphine's on the side there. Be a good boy and help Uncle Carmine out, huh?
I mean, I really wish you didn't call yourself Uncle Carmine. Well, if those are my only 2 options, I am going to ease his pain. If I could do nothing, I would.
40 years I keep my veins clean of any of that gunk. But you never forget the tender kiss. It'd be so easy to give me the whole vial, wouldn't it? Enough there to put an old dog down forever. Of course, you'd never know the whole story. How much of your parents do you have in you? What kind of son did Thomas Wayne make?
Do not push me, Falcone.
Because I'm close to the edge.
Apple didn't fall far, did it? You got that Wayne streak. Much better, kid. Thank you. Gesture like that reminds me of your mother. Your father may have been the doctor, but Martha, she had the human touch. Think you got more of her in you, tell the truth.
Don't you dare talk about my mother.
Hey, why not, kid? I got nothing but good things to say about her. She was the only one that ever had a hold on your father.
Until you hired an assassin to kill them both.
What, you really think I hired Chill? Sure. I worked with Joe Chill from time to time. Put a button on someone, he'd take him out. But I never ordered that hit on your parents.
So who did?
You can't trust anyone in Gotham. Least of all those you call friend.
Trust no one,
Your
not even
parents
yourself.
learned that.
You were saying?
They're waiting for you in hell! The bastard had to die!
Hands in the air! Stand down! Get a doctor! Secure this floor! No one gets in or out! Go! Go!
And that day, Bruce lost the love of his life.
We are in deep
And
shit.
shout out to the people that just started following me.
I bought us some time.
Hell yeah.
But not much. Word's gonna get out, sooner or later. Why would she do something like this? We had Gotham's biggest crime lord in our grasp.
I don't know. I hardly recognized her when she burst in. She was so different from the woman we met in the hall.
It's a disgrace. Another officer gone rogue.
just doesn't make any sense. She'd never do anything to hurt the department.
Falcone's case meant justice for 1,000 unnamed victims. And now it is a PR disaster. How can I run against corruption when our own cops are redecorating the precinct with their prisoners' brains? Listen, we gotta get out in front of this. We gotta spin it as best we can. Issue a statement saying that we have the shooter in custody. Details are still coming in and that we're investigating. The usual.
Slow down, Harvey. We need the facts first.
The simple fact is she walked in and shot him.
Then we need the complex facts, like how and why.
How? With Lieutenant
her gun? Mr. District Attorney, Falcone's lawyers are here.
Oh, Christ. I can delay them for a little while, but we still need answers.
Tell me if she says anything. I have to know why she did this.
Alfred, Falcone's been murdered.
Good God.
I'm looking into it, but I'll need access to the back computer for anything I find.
Connection secured.
Alfred, I'm gonna try and confirm some suspicions of mine.
Yep, this does make her look purple. I was right.
Fresh injection site. That doesn't look like blood. Her veins, still visible beneath her skin. Alfred, I think I found the substance. Analyze and forward me the result.
Dude, that's a fucking wide phone, even for like today's
I'll be
standards.
in touch as soon as I have the results.
Where am I? Mr. Wayne? What's going on? Oh, but I got this awful feeling something terrible happened.
Sergeant, you have to think. What do you remember?
Oh, God. Falcone. I was hoping it wasn't real.
I believe you were drugged, Sergeant.
It would explain a lot. Listen, you have to believe me. I talked big about hurting thugs like Falcone, but I would never, never betray the lieutenant. Everything is so foggy. I remember a sharp pain.
There's an injection site on your neck.
Then I just felt light, like I could do whatever I wanted. No guilt, no consequence. There was a voice in my ear insisting Falcone was gonna get off. And all I knew was that I had to stop that. I had to, no matter what.
You have to remember more, Montoya. Try.
I remember a hand on my arm, guiding me like a parent with a child. The voice, it was saying something about revolution.
Cobblepot said something similar.
I'm so sorry, Lieutenant. I've let you down.
We stalled Falcone's lawyers for now, but they'll be back. How is she? Did she tell you anything?
Yeah, hey, don't worry about that now.
Someone used her as a weapon, Harvey. They drugged her and sent her after Falcone.
Hey, get forensics in here. Now!
She remembers a voice saying something about revolution.
That's not much to go on.
Now, if you're bringing forensics in, let's get Bruce out.
Alfred, I gotta get back to the manor. I've got a lead on whoever's behind this.
Bruce! What are you doing here? My friends in the GCPD have been telling stories about some kind of lockdown?
Sorry, Vicky, I can't talk to the press.
My lips are moving. Words are coming out.
You know what I mean.
Word is there were shots fired near where Falcone was being held. Know anything about that? I mean, you must have been back there when it happened. don't be like that, Bruce. Talk to me. Word is you turned over enough dirt on Falcone to put him in Blackgate Prison for life. A day after he showed up at your house. And now you're here. You can't afford to be associated with another scandal. I can keep your name out of whatever we print, but you need to give me something I can use. Who fired the shots? A cop? I can tell by the way you're brushing me off that something happened.
Please, get out of my way, Vicky. I'm in a hurry.
Huh. Disappointing. Maybe you have more to do with this than I thought.
No, that's a take to have.
Either Cobblepot drugged Montoya himself, or someone else is using his revolutionary rhetoric. Either way, I need to find him. Let's put our drones in the air and start a search. I'll run a trace on his cell. In the meantime, we have to find out what we can do about this drug.
The computer's been analyzing the chemicals from Montoya's bloodstream.
Throw that up on the monitor.
Can't you do
the
it,
residue
Bruce?
scan on Montoya is similar to the nerve agent I found in the docks.
Butler, but he doesn't have to do fucking everything.
Let's see what we got.
It's ironic that Falcone died at the hands of someone drugged with his chemicals. Who'd have guessed that's how he'd meet his maker? Prone in his sickbed, surrounded by police who were ordered to protect him.
Murder at the hands of Montoya. That's not justice.
Whoever did this was judge, jury, and executioner. No one should act as all three. I hope he told you something before he was killed.
Somehow even 4 I could understand, but all 3.
What did you learn from him?
Let's just focus on the task at hand.
Fair enough, Master Bruce. But if you learned something about your parents' murder, I deserve to know.
It wasn't Falcone who called the hit.
Yes, well, I suppose that makes sense. Your father, Hill, and Falcone would have balanced each other out.
Computers pinpointed reference points on the 2 compounds.
Ah, I pressed the wrong button.
The men at the docks were doused with the base chemicals. The reaction was messy. They were out of control. This refined drug is like a weapon.
Nice.
It only took a small injection to strip Montoya of her moral filters and make her act on her base impulses. Both compounds seem stable, but they're quick to fall apart. Whoever processed it knew what they were doing.
What could the creators of such a drug possibly have in mind? Fighting your wars is one thing, but drugging others to fight them for you... Oh.
Considering the amount they stole from Falcone, they could build a small army of remorseless assassins.
The thought is chilling. Your drones are in position to triangulate Cobblepot's location.
Oh, am I supposed to move this shit? Yeah, apparently. Oh, I see how this works.
Find her! Find her now! Send a strong message.
I was moving the right one, being like, where is the fucking cursor?
Bring me her head!
Boink, boink. here, right?
Yeah, there you go. You'll be alright. Alright.
Okay.
The Skyline Club. Jesus, didn't even wait for Falcone's body to get cold, did you, Oz?
Going to speak with him, Bruce?
Bruce Wayne already tried talking with Cobblepot. It's time he met the Batman.
Come on, I know there's got to be more around here. The man probably had millions and it's so dry enough.
If Falcone finds out I helped you, he'll kill me.
Your boss won't be doing much of anything. Ever again.
I always forget that this game has that one fucking Dr. Manhattan looking ass dude in there. Come on, there we go.
You lot, come check out this office. We're in.
I don't know. Please.
Oh, names. Ben, you can help me. Wait.
And I always forget that for some reason he's wearing a belt buckle. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say that looks like an X, so he looks like a fucking
You kill a
X-Men.
crime boss, you'd expect
guess
a
I
word
was
of
mistaken.
thanks from Gotham's #1 vigilante. Oh, don't worry, I'll pass your gratitude on to those who made it happen.
I said let him go.
You hear that, Roland? That sounded like an order.
Rolling.
Now, have a little respect for the Bat. Think he underestimates you. Is this about Falcone? We all saw how you felt about Falcone. Pounded him into a pulp on live TV.
Oz looks like a
If you were truly the
a
defender of
twinkier
the city,
version
you'd have
of
finished the job yourself.
fucking Big B
Falcone
from
deserved to
The
die.
Wolf Among Us.
Vermin like Falcone, they deserve to be stomped out.
You don't decide who lives and who dies. That's not justice.
But it's bloody well satisfying, isn't it? As a show of good faith, I'm gonna let this one go.
Man, he stood
How's
up
about we
fucking
talk this
quick.
through? We
Didn't
helped
even
you
look like
with
there was an
Falcone.
animation for it.
Now, if we could just cut out the rest of the rot, like Wayne and Hill, ordinary folks might be able to breathe.
What is it about this place that attracts criminal scum like you?
That's not what I just said.
You're going to attack the mayor? That's not going to happen.
Attack? Absolutely not. Mayor Hill's role has been decided. Here's the thing. I actually admire you, Batman. We both want the same kinds of things. Me and my people, we've got big plans for Gotham.
They found Catwoman.
What do you want with her?
We had a deal. She didn't make good on it. So sorry this didn't work out, mate. I'd stay to watch. I would, but I still got a Catwoman problem to deal with. Oh, what's her name again?
Selena.
Yes! Oh, beautiful name.
Whoop. That was a nice little. Whoop. The camera work here is really good. Especially compared to what it normally is. It's not like chunky at all. This is so nice. The entire game looked like this. Oh, it'd be so fucking good. I think I know why it is. Whoops. Because it's not going to be slow motion at all for me to go past. It's quick. So, it doesn't feel like the game's like, hey, look, you're a dipshit, let us do this for you, essentially. It's like, yeah, no, you are moving at the speed of Batman. It looks good and it feels good.
Track down Selina Kyle.
I'll find her right away.
Alright, I'm gonna see how long I've actually been streaming for. 35 minutes. I'm gonna aim for about an hour, and then tomorrow, because I don't know how much time I'll have to fucking stream, I'll try to get the last half hour out. Hold on, was it really gonna let me just walk? Yep. I was gonna say, was it really just gonna let me walk in place?
Is that Bruce Wayne?
No, it's not. It's Wayne. Bruce.
No, tunes for drinking,
Bruce Wayne's
dancing, and fighting.
billionaire.
Not necessarily in that order.
Are you
No.
here?
That's
Cops
the only...
raided his house.
They're actually twins, though. It's not related. It's weird. Didn't think that could happen. Turns out it can.
You lost? Because I don't have time for tourists. Looks like you walked into the wrong bar. Flash money like that in here, you better be ready to fight. I got customers who knife a man for less.
Selina Kyle. Where is she?
Hey, don't I know you? It is you.
Santa?
The cops take all your fancy clothes? Are you trying to lay low?
Nice to meet you.
Frank. Yeah. Funny seeing you here. So much in the papers. Whole other thing, meeting the man in real life. You're shorter than I thought you would be.
Leave him alone, Frank. Man's just trying to have a quiet drink.
You didn't seem to mind the company. Whatever.
You know, Santa seems nice. Bye, Santa. Don't forget, for Christmas I want parents.
Selina, I need to tell you something important.
Better be an apology. You were supposed to take care of our mutual problem. Instead, you just pissed him off.
That's why I'm here. You're in danger.
I've had rats on my tail all day.
The man who hired you. His name is Oswald Cobblepot.
Never heard of him.
He goes by
the first
Penguin.
word.
Penguin?
Fuck it. His name is Typhoid Beeble Brox.
You've got to be kidding me. You should have just killed me on that rooftop. I'm dead anyway. When you screw someone over, you really screw them. The Penguin.
Penguin can't take on both of us, and I'm not going anywhere. Clearly you know something about him.
I only know him by reputation. I'm surprised you never heard of him. He's a big deal across the pond.
Brox.
He's more dangerous than you
fuck,
think.
hold on.
I could take him.
I appreciate confidence in a man, but not stupidity.
So close. I was off.
The question is, why Gotham?
I was off
Why now?
from spelling Beeble Brox
It's not like
correctly
he's
by
hurting for
2
crime
fucking
syndicates
letters.
abroad. Why leave that?
He thinks he's changing the world for the better, no matter the cost.
Well, he's no Joan of Arc, that's for sure. Well, I'm not sticking around here to find out.
Oswald, Penguin is about to unleash God knows what on the city. You can't just leave.
A good reason not to be here when he does. You want to stay? That's your choice.
I need you, Selina.
That right?
If Penguin is as deadly as you say, I need all the help I can get.
Bruce, sweetie, the gallant knight thing, it really is adorable. But what would Harvey think? The two of us, working together? After all, I'm not really an all work and no play kind of girl. Harvey knows that.
You and Harvey, it's pretty clear you aren't just friends.
Please, I'm just toying with him. I only take my claws out for someone special. You and I...
Please, don't wreck my bar.
Well, Bruce, you were right.
Selena Kyle, Penguin says hello. Beat it. We're here for her.
Beat it? Like, right at the table?
You care about your own skin?
And I figure that's an easy way to get one of them out of the way immediately. Looked good. See, it doesn't look as good as fucking constantly going slow mo. If you just make the fight scenes so they can still go fast, and give me adequate time to press the fucking buttons. And don't use slow motion for every single movement. It looks a lot better. Instead of making this have more slow motion than a fucking Zack Snyder movie.
Not done yet.
That's an interesting camera work there, the Q segment. That little part was nice. They didn't take away from the camera, but anyway.
I think they want more.
Then let's give it to them.
Nice.
You fight pretty good for such a pretty boy.
Oh shit, I wasn't paying attention.
Come on, this way.
Quick, check the alleyway!
You see anything?
Negative. Let's check the other side.
Are we alone?
No, you're here.
We're alone.
Let's get out of here. I'll take the rooftops. You take the alley.
Wait.
I kind of like the idea of this. I just think it's really fucking funny.
Strong silent type? Or just a weirdo?
Yes.
You shouldn't trust me, you know.
Alfred, I'm uploading the contents of a smartphone to the back computer. Check to see if there's anything on the phone we can use.
Processing it now. Is everything all right? There are quite a few police cars convening on your location.
It's fine. Has the back computer found anything yet?
Bruce, there are a number of messages here. All from Mayor Hill.
Mayor Hill?
The last voicemail is his. Listen to this.
I gave you everything I have on Wayne. I've held up my end of the bargain, and I expect you to do the same.
This is very shady indeed. Whatever they're talking about, it doesn't sound good.
I should have guessed. Hill's working with Penguin. If Hill's talking to Penguin, he must know something. It's time I paid him a visit.
I agree. The mayor must have answers, but if I may offer a word of advice. People look up to Batman after how you handled Falcone. Terrorizing the mayor could damage that goodwill. Then again, Batman's methods would certainly get him talking immediately. Bruce would have to depend on his guile to loosen Hill's lips.
I'll do this fucking Batman. I think the first time I did it as Bruce.
Going as Batman is the sure bet.
Batman has the public trust after taking down Falcone. Try not to throw it away by going overboard on Hill. Battering the mayor is not a good option.
Don't worry, Alfred. I'm a light touch when I need to be. The city will thank me later if Hill tells me Penguin's plans.
Deborah, you incompetent! Dent's up in the polls. I need to crucify him in the debate or we can kiss re-election and your job goodbye. You'd better be back here in the next 15 minutes. I'm cutting your pay. Who's that? Deborah! Deborah! Is that you?
Expecting someone? Maybe the Penguin.
Oh!
How do you even fucking do that? Did you crouch down in front of his desk for a second? Like, do you sprint in and just slide in front of his desk?
You know who Penguin is.
So I've heard of him. So what? I've got nothing to do with that lowlife. Do you hear me?
You're leaving out a few details.
I gave you everything I have on Wayne. I've held up my end of the bargain, and I expect you to do the same. Wayne, there's the real problem. He's the one you should be after. Every fiber of his being built on lies, his status, his fortune.
What does Penguin want with Bruce Wayne?
The atrocities that occurred at the hands of his father. He only wants to expose the Waynes for the criminals that they are. Security! Pick up, goddammit! Security! Don't kill me. I've done nothing wrong.
I want the truth. And I'll break every bone in your body to get it.
You're insane. Just like they say. A madman in a mask. Penguin wants revenge for what happened to his mother. Thomas Wayne sent her to Arkham, along with who knows how many other innocents. Nothing was wrong with any of them.
Something this big couldn't have been hidden. There'd be records.
With enough money, you can make anything, or anyone, disappear. I didn't dare speak up. Whatever happened in the past, it's nothing compared to what's happening now.
What do you mean?
Penguin isn't the only child of Arkham. There are others whose families were destroyed by Wayne. They'll make Gotham pay for his sins. No. Please, don't. No.
You can tell your story to the police. See what they think about it.
If I hadn't given Penguin what he wanted, he would have struck at the debate tonight. I didn't just do this for myself. I'm trying to protect Gotham. Finally. About damn time.
It's Batman! Shoot him! Come on, get the mayor out of here!
Why wouldn't you start shooting as soon as he reach for something? Because let's face it, you're security.
I heard everything, Master Bruce.
You're gonna jump at any opportunity.
What he said about your father, it must be difficult to process.
But even once he threw down the smoke,
I need to know what went on in Arkham Asylum.
Like the moment he made that sudden movement with the fucking thing in his hand.
Hill seems to think he's safe, but Penguin's still out there.
We live in America. There's no way they wouldn't show us.
I wonder what else is on here.
As per your request, Lieutenant Gordon has tripled security at the debate.
Thanks, Alfred.
But Gordon heard about Batman's surprise visit to the mayor. He was far from happy.
Thanks for the heads up.
After this scene,
It's a plan of the old Monarch Theater.
The auditorium where the debate's being held. I hacked into the image feeds from the security cameras at the auditorium.
Just to be safe.
Just to be safe.
Hills, details about your father. They must have been quite upsetting. I can't imagine how you must feel.
None of that matters now. The only thing that does is stopping Oz.
The city needs you now more than ever. I'll leave you to it then.
Gotham District. There we go.
Wait a minute. The images on these cameras haven't changed. Something's wrong.
Penguin's men may have commandeered the cameras on their end. We could just be looking at
what they want us to see. Warn Gordon that he may have visitors. I have to get down there. Now.
I think that's the loading screen, the loading symbol, which would make which would make that save. Cool. All right.
Harvey needs to get.
I'm calling it right there. Thank you.